Today we find ourselves here on the south coast of New South Wales, where these tragic bushfires have brought so much devastation to so many people across the summer. However, it is the spirit and the strength of the greyhound racing community here on the south coast that is delivering a little more hope to those who need it. During these tragic bushfires throughout the summer, areas right across Australia have suffered. Few would deny, though, that the south coast of New South Wales saw some of the worst of the horror. Many greyhound trainers, owners and breeders across the region were forced to make the decision no one should ever have to make: leave your property or stay and defend the home you love. For the Mainwaring family, this frightful decision was placed upon them on the afternoon of Saturday, January 4. Alan Mainwaring, who said the fire was like nothing he'd ever seen before, stayed to defend his Narra Hill home, stayed to attempt to defeat the fire that had already taken so much from the area.
Very scary. Yeah, it was a panic. We knew we could get him to safety down at the Narra track. So yeah, we took as many as we could, crammed them in the big trailer we had and the other car. All the kids helped. It was a bit chaotic, and then yeah, we just done the best we could. You could see it coming over the hill. It just looked like end of the world sort of stuff.
When visiting the South Coast region and the devastation that the bushfires had caused, Greyhound Racing CEO Tony Mestrov believed one true character trait shone through during this time: the spirit of greyhound racing.
It was, they all pulled together. There were 60 participants at the club as well as 120 dogs. I'm so proud of the greyhound community. They really did bandy together. The club particularly kept us informed, and we're all about community. I think this showed in the fire period over the last couple of weeks.
And while it was many who came together to help during this time, it was the Narra Greyhound Racing Club, led by manager Glenn Midson, who provided the shelter and the care when the community needed it most.
I'm particularly proud of the club for helping. Obviously 120 dogs were held at the club, so Glenn Midson and the club have done an amazing job during this whole period.
A humble man, Midson said when the fires came, along with the darkness, all he could do was help.
Yeah, we had 3 evacuations. There was a few that were a lot closer than we'd like, even at the greyhound track, within a couple of kilometres. There's days where day turned to night, the black clouds and fire just up the hill. It was pretty frightening, just as much as you're trying to keep everyone calm and getting them all housed and looked after, and keeping one eye on the fire and the situation that was unfolding. But the result was good, but it was very precarious at quite a few times.
And it's nights like tonight where the greyhound racing community comes together during such times here at the Narra Club that shows just how alive that community spirit is here on the south coast.
Can't speak highly enough of the greyhound industry, how they helped us out. The help we got down the track, there was 42 animals we had down there. There was too many helping us to name them all, to thank them. That's how the greyhound people come together in crisis situations. Glenn Midson, I read with Patrick Day's doing the same at Goulburn. They're just salt of the earth people that really step up when you need them, you know. You need help, so it's been great.
Yeah, it's different. It's something you just step up to the plate and have to do. There's some days there I only got a few hours sleep at different times. There was many shifts in getting the dogs looked after and getting them done, and getting everybody fed. But a lot of people helped out and a lot of people stood up to the plate, so it was just a matter of you had to hold the ball and run with it for the sake of the people.
Hearing the stories today of the harrowing conditions that we heard a couple of weeks ago is amazing. As I said before, Glenn Midson, Cole Williams did an amazing job down here to support the community. A lot of dogs were here, avoided disaster, so proud of the spirit of greyhound racing. It's well and alive here, and as I said to you, hearing the stories tonight, it was a pretty scary place 2 weeks ago.
And while there is some respite from these tragic fires, and with the Greyhound Racing New South Wales red and yellow dog appeal in full flight, one thing still burning strong is the spirit and the strength of the greyhound community.